going to take examples which are equations reducible to a pair of linear equations. Means first of all, those equations are not in a pair of linear equations, but we have to transfer those equations into a pair of linear equations. So I will take one example. First equation is like this: 2 upon x minus 3 upon y equal to 15. This is first equation. Second equation is like this: 8 upon x plus 5 upon y equal to 77. So this is equation number 2. Now see here, this equation can be written in the form of 2 into bracket 1 upon x minus 3 into bracket 1 upon y equal to 15. And this equation can be written in the form 8 into bracket 1 by x plus 5 into bracket 1 by y equal to 77. So that is why I will take substitution like this. Let 1 upon x equal to m and 1 by y equal to n. Means I am going to take m instead of 1 by x and then n instead of 1 upon y. So using this substitution, first equation will transfer like this: 2 upon x means 2 into bracket 1 by x, but value of 1 by x is m, so twice m minus thrice n equal to 15. This is your equation number 3. By taking these values, this equation will transfer like this: 8m plus 5n equal to 77. This is equation number 4. I will repeat the steps given by me. This equation can be written like this: 2 into bracket 1 by x, but value of 1 by x is m, that is what 2m, minus 3 into bracket 1 by y, but value of 1 by y is n, so minus 3n equal to 15. This equation can be written like this: 8 into bracket 1 by x, but value of 1 by x is m, that is why 8m, plus 5 into bracket 1 upon y, value of 1 upon y is n, that is why plus 5n equal to 77. Now here coefficient of either m or n should be identical. So if I multiply equation number 3 by 4 throughout, then I will get multiplying equation 3 throughout by 4. So what does I get? I am going to multiply this equation number 3 throughout by 4. 4 into bracket twice m minus thrice n equal to 15. So 4 2s are 8m minus 4 3s are 12n equal to 4 into 15, that is 60. Let us consider this as equation number 5. Now remember one thing, here in equation number 4, coefficient of m is 8. In this equation 2, coefficient of m is 8. That is why I have to take subtraction of these two equations. So that is why I will write like this: 8m plus 5n equal to 77. This is equation number 4. 8m minus 12n equal to 60. This is equation number 5. Now equation number 4 and 5 are written by me. We have to take subtraction of equation 5 from 4. So to get the values, I have to take signs like this. It is negative, it is positive, and it is negative. Why? Because minus, we are going to subtract equation number 4 with. That is why signs of each and every term becomes opposite. It is positive will become negative, it is negative will become positive, it is positive, that is why it will become negative. Now 77 minus 60, it is 70, because here sign negative is taken. 5n positive, 12n positive, so 17n, and this will cancel with each other. Therefore n equal to 17 upon 17, that is equal to 1. Therefore n equal to 1. So in this way you have calculated value of n. Now you have to put this value either in equation number 4 or 5 or 3 or 4. Okay. Remember one thing, you can take any equation. So I will take here equation number 4. So place n equal to 1 in equation, or 3 can be taken in equation 3. Twice m minus thrice n equal to 15. 2m minus 3, value of n is 1, equal to 15. Twice m minus 3 equal to 15. Twice m equal to 15 plus 3, twice m equal to 18. Therefore m is equal to 18 upon 2. So in this way you get value of m as 9. Value of m is 9. Now my example is not completed. You have done a substitution like this. That is why our solution will be continued like this. But 1 upon x equal to m and 1 by y equal to n. Therefore 1 upon x equal to m. Value of m is 9, and 1 upon y equal to n. Value of n is 1. That is why by taking cross multiplication I get 9x equal to 1 and y equal to 1, means value of y is directly taken by me, y equal to 1. No need to do any type of extra step now. Here value of x can be taken like this, 1 by 9. Therefore x equal to 1 upon 9 and y equal to 1 is the solution of given simultaneous equation. So in this way we can solve the problems which are reducible to a pair of linear equations. I think you might have followed the steps given by me. Thank you.